it's Hannah and I'm here today with my October wrap-up and my November TBR. So if you guys can believe it, we are done with October and we're in November, which means the year's almost over. That flew by, and I'm like 50 bucks behind on my Goodreads goal. Crazy cats. But I am trying to let go of my Goodreads goal because I know it's not possible right now to make it up. Also, my Goodreads is being super weird and not letting me add books that I've already read this past year. Like, the beginning of the year, I'm rereading them. So, yeah, that's frustrating because it used to be able to let me do, like, just different editions, and now all of a sudden I can't. So if you know a way to fix this, let me know down below. But let's just get into the video. So this book, I had a pretty good reading month. I'm going to start off my reading month with Doctor Strange. I got this in my Marvel Collector's Corner, which you guys will have seen already in my last video, which was my Marvel Collector's Corner unboxing. This is about life after the magic has drained from the earth. And this is the first edition, and it's actually like a sneak peek of what is going to be coming out soon. I believe it's coming out in November, so in this coming month. So this is just like a little sampler thing. I did rate this a 4 out of 5 stars. It has Merlin, and he comes and kidnaps Doctor Strange, and he is trying to gather all of the Sorcerer's Supremes all in one area. I did find this really entertaining, and the pictures are actually, I wasn't sure if I was going to like this art style, but it's so vibrant, and I actually really do like it. It's a little more updated than how it started in these ones. So, yeah. I might pick these up. I haven't quite decided if I want to continue on with this story. Depends on how much I like the movie. I know I shouldn't rate the comic books compared to the movies, but it's hard not to, and I'm planning on seeing Doctor Strange this month, so I will let you guys know what I think about that, and if I decide to pick this up too in next month. Next up, guys, I am really proud to say that I am so far ahead on my Harry Potter game this year that I have in the past. Usually we wait to start our Harry Potter marathons like more around Thanksgiving. We decided to start it a little early because if you guys didn't know, the illustrated edition came out for the second book, so of course we had to start it then, and we have just been powering through these. So we actually listened to the first one and the second one, both of them, and we just flipped through the pages while I listened to the audiobooks. I'm really loving the audiobooks, even though the narrator says some things a little weird and it irritates us. But I do really like listening to the audiobooks, and we fly through them. So we read 1 and 2, and we followed along with the illustrated editions, and we went through the third book this month too. So I'm saying that we are killing our Harry Potter game. But these are the ones that I'm having issues with that are not showing up on my Goodreads goal, my reading challenge for this year. So frustrating. But of course, 5 out of 5 stars on all of these. You really can't go wrong with Harry Potter. I will forever love them, and I always say that I don't know if I'm going to reread them next year because it takes me forever, but the way that I'm going, I think that I'll actually be able to get them done this year, which is impressive for me, because usually it takes me halfway through the year next, getting closer to summer by the time I finish all 7 books. I think that we will be able to knock these out, and I'll give enough breathing room for my Harry Potter bond to reignite when I want to reread them again. Hi, buddy. Cutie pie. I don't know if you guys, oh yeah, you guys can see him. He kind of blends in with the chair. He just randomly popped up behind me here. Next up, I picked up Poison Ivy. So if you guys remember, a while back I was reading through Harley Quinn before Suicide Squad came out, and I wanted to know her backstory. Well, Harley Quinn I had very mixed feelings about. I wanted to love her, but she had too many split personalities. For me, split opinions on things that she kind of irritated me, but Poison Ivy did star in a lot of that stuff, so I really was interested in Poison Ivy's backstory. Could not find her anywhere. I randomly went into Barnes & Noble when I was picking up some other stuff. I was like, well, I'll just go peruse the comic book section, and I found this, and I absolutely loved it. 5 out of 5 stars. It's amazing. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I posted a picture of the inside of this comic book that was explaining how her powers works, because I knew nothing about Poison Ivy before I started reading this, And so I do recommend, if you don't know anything about it, you could totally pick this one up because it doesn't explain it. But the fact that they like reference Star Wars and the Force and stuff to explain Poison Ivy's powers and the green, I absolutely adored this. And you do get to see like little snippets of Harley Quinn. She like I just lost it. She also guest stars in this one too, which was a lot of fun because I really do enjoy them together. I just can't stand Harley Quinn by herself, I think, or at least the authors that I was reading. So I might try it again in a different version, different authors for Harley Quinn, so I might like her a little better. But back to Poison Ivy, I absolutely love this. It explains her backstory, it explains her like story in science and where she's at now, and I don't want to give too much away, but it's cycle of life and death. Don't worry, she doesn't die. It's not like about that. But I'm really excited to continue on with this storyline because I love her. She's definitely one of my favorite DC comics so far to read. Next up, I read Silver Shadows and Ruby Circle. These are the last two books in the Bloodline series, and I really did enjoy the Bloodline series. I didn't like it as much as Vampire Academy, but it's like still very good series. And the last book we did get quite a bit of Rose and Dimitri, so I got my fill in there too, so that was great. I gave Silver Shadows a 3.75 out of 5 stars, and Ruby Circle I gave 4 out of 5 stars. I really liked the direction this was going, and the evolution of these books are so crazy from where it started with Bloodlines to where we ended up here in these ones. So that's amazing how far she really brings her characters and how different her storylines evolve within these series. I really did enjoy these books, and I got a little bit of my Vampire Academy feel too, so that was really great. And then last but not least, I started reading this in September and I finished it in October. I was buddy reading this with Gabby from Gab's Got Books, and it is Empire of Storms. Love this book. I was so inspired after this book that I decided to make a man in costume for Halloween. If you guys want to check that video out down below, I will link it. I absolutely adore these, and I don't want to give any spoilers away, but I am like, I was wrecked after this book. Like, I don't cry or anything in books, but I was like so close at the very end, just like heartbroken. But I really love the development in these characters' stories and the relationships that they are all intertwined, and how much like it started off separate and now it's all it's all coming together and having one epic storyline, and I'm so excited for the next one. And yeah, if you guys haven't picked up Throne of Glass series, I definitely recommend picking up her series. This is amazing, and Sarah J. Maas is amazing. Alright, so that's all for my October wrap-up. I think I read quite a bit of books. I'm very proud of myself because I kind of went through a reading slump last month, and so I'm finally pushed out of that. And I'm gonna hop into my November TBR. So of course, with my November TBR, I have to continue on with my Harry Potter theme and keep this theme going until hopefully I can read them all through the year. And I'm reading Goblet of Fire, so that's on my list. This is a reread. I always rate these 5 out of 5 stars, and I always love them, and they're such a good like holiday feels, homey. I just love it. And me and my husband reread these every year. So Goblet of Fire is on my list. Next up, I am picking up A Court of Thorns and Roses. I decided that a while ago I made a video about the top 5 books I want to read before the end of the year, and this was on it, and I decided I'm going to push and finally get through those books. So I've already started reading these, and I have been flying through this. I'm so excited, and I've been loving it so far. I'm like 100 pages in, and I can't wait to finish this book. So this is on my TBR for November. And then Gabby is going to be buddy reading this with me, and we are going to pick up the second one. Can we just look how big this one is compared to the first one? Oh my gosh, I am so ready for this. More goodness from my babies in this. I'm loving the characters and the storyline and the Beauty and the Beast feel. Love it. Next up, depending on how I'm feeling with after I finish that A Court of Mist and Fury, how I'm feeling with my feels. I don't know if I'm going to want something a little more romancy. I've been kind of wanting to pick this up, so I might choose this one. This is Shatterby by Tahira Mafi. I know, guys, I haven't read this one yet, and I don't know what I'm doing with my life, but I need to get to it. So I might be picking this one up. This one was also on my top 5 books before I read at the end of the year, so I kind of want to pick this one up too. Or in continuing with this, I don't know how much I'm going to get to this month, but if I'm wanting a little more action-y, I might pick up Truth Witch. This is another one that's on my 5 books to read before the end of the year. So I'm really excited to read these books. I think everybody knows what A Court of Mist and Fury is. It's a Beauty and the Beast retelling. Harry Potter, everybody in their muggle knows what Harry Potter is about, so I'm not going to give you a synopsis of that one. Shatter Me, again, everybody and their mother knows all about the Shatter Me trilogy, and I follow Witty Novels on Twitter, and she's been releasing tweets like, I'm not even worried about spoiling Shatter Me for anybody because if they haven't read it yet, and I'm like, crap, I really need to get on that before I get spoiled by her tweets on there. So I've been trying to like shield my eyes. But Shatter Me is about a girl with powers, I'm guessing. It's like something like her touch is lethal and stuff. So I'm excited to read that one. And then Truth Witch. I gave a synopsis of this in the top 5 books I want to read before the end of the year. But this is about, there's a Truth Witch and a Wind Witch, and there's a bunch of different magical elements to this, and I am really excited about this. I've heard a lot of good things. I'm kind of going into this one a little bit blind though. I don't really know what the plot is, but I know kind of more about the characters, but I'm excited to pick this one up too. So, hopefully I will be able to get to all of these books in the month of November. I do work in retail, so November is kind of a busy month for me, but I'm excited. Let me know down below what you guys are reading for November, or if you guys had a good reading month for October, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.